So now that the face is done, I'm going to add the hat. So to make the hat droop over like this, I'm going to put a little bit of stuffing in it so then I can mould it. So I'm just going to use some of the stuffing, the polyfill that they gave us. And I'm only going to stuff it lightly because most of the hat is going to be sitting on her head. So they've also on the picture put the hat slightly to the side. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the hat on like so, and then I'm going to pin it into place. Now that the hat's pinned into place, I'm going to use the longer tail that we left earlier, the longer yarn tail, and I'm going to sew the hat into place, but make sure you don't sew the brim down. It's hard to see because it's black, but this part of the hat is going to be folded up, so we don't want to sew this part down. We want to sew down like the middly part of the hat, so around 5 rows up from the end is where I'm going to be doing my stitches around. So I'm going to hold the brim down to make this easier, but after I've sewn it on, the brim should fold up. So holding the brim down, I'm just going to do a rough back stitch to secure the hat into place. And then when the hat's sewn down, we're going to weave in this yarn tail and cut it off. And then you can just spend a minute sorting out the brim of the hat and moulding it into shape. Now for the legs, it tells us to make 2, use black yarn, and for round 1, 6 double crochet into a magic ring. So I'm going to do 6 single crochets into a magic ring. Well, my version of a magic ring. So with the black yarn, slip knot onto your hook, and we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then into the second chain from hook, I'm going to do 6 single crochets. So 6 single crochets into that second chain from hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Round 2 tells us to increase 6 times. So we're going to do 2 single crochets into every stitch around for a total of 12 stitches at the end. So into the first stitch, I'm going to increase for stitch number 1 and 2. Into the second stitch, increase for 3 and 4. Into the third stitch, increase for 5 and 6. Into the fourth stitch, increase for 7 and 8. Into the fifth stitch, increase for 9 and 10. And into the last stitch of this round, we're going to increase for 11 and 12. Just do 12 again, 11 and 12. Round 3 tells us double crochet 2 plus increase times 2 plus double crochet 4 plus increase times 2 plus double crochet 2. So for round 3 we are going to single crochet 2, then we are going to do 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, then we are going to single crochet the next 4 stitches, then we're going to do 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches again, and then we're going to single crochet the last 2 stitches of that round for a total of 16 stitches. So I'm going to have to keep referring back to this round because I'll forget what I'm doing. So we're going to begin with single crochet 2. So we're just going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Next we're going to increase twice. So now I'm going to do 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2 into the first stitch, 1 and 2 into the second stitch. Next single crochet 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now I'm going to increase in the next 2 stitches again, so 2 single crochets into the first stitch, 1 and 2, 2 single crochets into the second stitch, 1 and 2, and then finish this round with 2 single crochets, so 1 and 2. So we now have 16 stitches. Round 4 says double crochet 2 plus increase times 4 plus double crochet 5 plus increase times 2 plus double crochet 3. So for round 4 we are going to single crochet 2, then we're going to do 2 single crochets into the next 4 stitches, then we're going to single crochet 5, then we're going to do 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to finish with 3 single crochets for a total of 22 stitches. So begin with single crochet 2, 1 and 2. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. So into the first stitch we're going to do 1 and 2, into the second stitch 1 and 2, into the third 1 and 2, and then into the fourth stitch 1 and 2. Now we're going to single crochet 5, so 5 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now increase in 2 stitches, so into the first stitch 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, into the second stitch another 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and then finish this round with 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3. So we have 22 single crochets. Round 5 tells us back loops only, double crochet into each stitch. So for this round we're going to single crochet into the back loops only. So remember earlier we did the back loops of the body, we're going to do the same thing again. So only picking up the back loops, we're going to do 22 single crochets, 1, 2, now for round 6 it tells us to double crochet 2 plus, and then we're going to decrease double crochet 1 3 times plus a decrease plus double crochet 9. So for round 6 we're going to single crochet 2, then we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together followed by a single crochet 1, and we're going to do everything in that bracket 3 times, then we're going to do another single crochet 2 stitches together, and then finish the round off with 9 single crochets for a total of 18 stitches. So single crochet 2, 1 and 2. Now we're going to decrease single crochet 1 3 times. So we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together, and then we're going to single crochet 1, and we're going to do that twice more. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 1, we're going to do that one more time, single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 1. Now we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together again, so single crochet 2 stitches together, and then finish this round off with 9 single crochets. So 9 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So round 7 tells us to double crochet 4, decrease 3 times. So I'm going to single crochet 4 and then single crochet 2 stitches together 3 times for a total of 15 stitches. So I'm going to single crochet 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then I'm going to decrease for 5. So single crochet 2 stitches together for 5, single crochet 6, 7, 8 and 9, then decrease for 10, then single crochet 11, 12, 13, 14 and decrease for 15. So we have 15 stitches, and it asks us for rounds 8 to 12, double crochet into each stitch. So for rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so for 5 rounds, I'm going to single crochet into every stitch around. So 5 rounds of single crochet. I've now finished all my rounds, so I'm going to slip stitch to join, chain 1, cut the yarn, leaving a yarn tail, and pull through. So now I'm going to stuff this shim. And remember, you need to make 2 of these. So I've already made one. This was my second one. So I can go straight on to attach them onto McGonagall. So let's do that now. So if I bring her back in, I'm going to position the legs on the bottom of her and then pin them into place. And then I'll go round and sew them. I always like to pin first, just in case I like to move anything. Now with these yarn tails, I'm going to sew the feet into place. Next, I'm going to work on the cloak. So it tells us this part is worked in rows, do not work into chain 1, using green yarn, chain 55. So with the green yarn, I'm going to slip knot onto my hook, and as it tells us, I'm going to chain 55. 1, 2, 3, 54 and 55. So rows 1 to 8, so 8 rows. It tells us to chain 1 and turn our work, double crochet 54 and turn for a total of 54 stitches. So what we are going to do, we are going to single crochet across 54 stitches. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to do that 8 times. So because we never single crochet into the first chain from our hook, it means we're going to have 54 stitches. So single crochet 54, chain 1 and turn 8 times. So from the second chain from hook, single crochet 54, which is all the chains that I have. So single crochet right across. And when I get to the end of this row, I'll show you how to advance onto the next row, and we're going to do that 8 times. So at the end of this row, chain 1, turn our work, that is row 1, and we're going to do that all over again for row 2, and then continue to do it for 8 rows. So I'll meet you back here when I finish my 8 rows of single crochet. So that is my 8th row. Chain 1 and turn. So I've done my 8 rows of single crochet. Now we're up to row 9, and it asks us to double crochet 4, then decrease double crochet 7 5 times, then decrease, then double crochet 3, chain 1 and turn. So for row 9 we will single crochet 4, and then we will decrease single crochet 7 5 times. Then we'll single crochet 2 stitches together again, and then we'll finish with 3 single crochets, chain 1 and turn for a total of 47 stitches. So get ready. So single crochet 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now decrease single crochet 7 5 times. So single crochet 2 stitches together, and then single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So do that 4 more times. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Do that repeat 3 more times, decrease, single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Do the repeat twice more, so single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we can do that repeat one more time, single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then it asks us to decrease and single crochet 3. So single crochet 2 stitches together and then finish this round with single crochet 3. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1 and turn. Now rounds 10 and 11, so for 2 rows it asks us to double crochet 47, turn. So we are going to single crochet 47 stitches, chain 1 and turn, and we are going to do that for 2 rows. So 2 rows of single crochet. Now we're on to row 12 and it tells us to double crochet 3, decrease, double crochet 6, 5 times, decrease, double crochet 2 and turn. So we're going to single crochet 3 and then single crochet 2 stitches together, followed by single crochet 6, and we're going to do that 5 times, followed by single crochet 2 stitches together and then finished with single crochet 2, chain 1 and turn for a total of 41 stitches. So we're going to begin with single crochet 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now decrease, single crochet 6 5 times. So single crochet 2 stitches together, then single crochet 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We need to do that 4 more times. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Do that 3 more times. Single crochet 2 together, single crochet 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Do it twice more. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then do that pattern repeat one more time. Single crochet 2 together, single crochet 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then finish with a decrease, so another single crochet 2 stitches together and end with 2 single crochets. So single crochet in the last 2 stitches, chain 1 and turn our work. So row 13 tells us double crochet 41, so we are going to single crochet across all these stitches, chain 1 and turn for 41 stitches. So 41 single crochets. Now for round 14 it asks us to double crochet 3, decrease, double crochet 5, do that 5 times, followed by double crochet 3 and turn. So for round 14 I will single crochet 3, single crochet 2 stitches together, followed by 5 single crochet, and I'll repeat that 5 times, followed by 3 single crochet, then I'll chain 1 and turn, and I'll have a total of 36 stitches. So to begin, single crochet 3, 1, 2 and 3, then decrease, so single crochet 2 stitches together, followed by 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And we're going to do that pattern repeat 4 more times. Single crochet 2 stitches together, and then single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Repeat that 3 more times. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 2 more times. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We're going to do that one more time. Single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then finish this row with 3 single crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1 and turn. So row 15 tells us to double crochet 36. So I'm going to single crochet 36 stitches, chain 1 and turn. So I'm going to single crochet right across all of these stitches. Now we're on to row 16. So it asks us to decrease, double crochet 9, decrease 3 times, and then finish with a double crochet 1 and turn. So I'm going to single crochet 2 stitches together, then single crochet 9, single crochet 2 stitches together 3 times, finished with a single crochet 1, chain 1 and turn. And that will give me a total of 32 stitches. So single crochet 1, and now it asks me to single crochet 9 and then single crochet 2 stitches together. So single crochet 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then single crochet 2 stitches together. And we're going to repeat that 2 more times. Single crochet 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And 9. Single crochet 2 together. Do that one more time. Single crochet 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Single crochet 2 stitches together, and then finish, let me just check, with a chain 1, with 1 single crochet, chain 1 and turn. Row 17 tells us to decrease, double crochet 28, decrease and turn. So we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 28, single crochet 2 stitches together, chain 1 and turn, and we'll have 30 stitches at the end of this row. So single crochet 2 together, single crochet 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, then single crochet the last 2 stitches of this row together, chain 1 and turn. So row 18, decrease, double crochet 7, decrease twice, double crochet 8, decrease and turn. So I'm going to single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 7, single crochet 2 stitches together. I'm going to repeat that twice, then single crochet 8 and then single crochet 2 stitches together, chain 1 and turn for a total of 26 stitches. So single crochet the first 2 stitches together, and now single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then single crochet 2 stitches together. Do that one more time, single crochet 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, single crochet 2 stitches together, then single crochet 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, then single crochet the last 2 stitches of this row together, chain 1 and turn. So we now have row 19 and 20, which asks us to double crochet 26. So we're going to single crochet 26. So we're going to do 2 rows of single crochet, and then we're finished with this part of the cloak. So 2 rows of single crochet. And at the end of the 2 rows, I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to cut a long yarn tail and pull through. Now let's see what the instructions are to do with this part of the cloak. So it says there's a crease right in the middle of it. Fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. Sew the front seams together up to the start of the decreases, leaving an opening for the V-neck. Attach onto body and sew around the neck edge, and then attach arms, which we haven't done the arms yet, but we'll be doing them next. So what it wants us to do is if we close the cloak together like such, you can see that we started to do the decreases here because it starts to pull away either side. So it's asking us to sew the cloak together from the bottom to this point. So that's what I'm going to do. If I'd known, I would have left a longer yarn tail at the beginning, but I do think that this should be enough to sew it together. So I'm going to pop that initial tail onto my needle, and I'm going to sew these 2 edges together. And it's only about, what is it, 1, 2, 3, it's about 6 to 8 rows. So I'm just going to sew these 2 edges together. You can use whatever stitch you like. So this is my last stitch here. And I'm going to weave this tail in. And cut. Now I'm going to bring McGonagall back in and pop the cloak onto her. So now that it's on her, I am probably going to sew even higher. So the decreases started here, but I'm still going to sew a couple of them together because I don't think she would show that much of her top. So I'll sew her neck into place first, and then I'll sew a couple more of these stitches together. So with this longer tail now, I'm going to pop that onto my embroidery needle. And I'm going to sew around the neck. and I'm going to sew down the V-neck. And there's only one last thing to do on the cloak. Use yellow yarn to embroider the buttons onto the cloak. So right where the V-neck is, we're going to do 2 little buttons, and we're going to do that by over sewing the same stitch multiple times. So I will show you what I mean by that. So I've got the yellow yarn first of all. It's a lot of yarn for just these 2 little pieces. I'm going to cut a length of that yarn, pop it onto my needle, and I'm just going to hand sew the buttons into place. So always bring the needle in from somewhere else in your work. I'm going to bring that point of the needle out where I want the button to be, and I'm just going to over sew, so back stitch the same stitch about 6 times. So I'm just going over the same stitch, and it's just creating a bigger and bigger button, if you like. So just keep going over the same stitch multiple times. And then when you're happy with the one on one side, take that needle all the way over to the opposite side of the cloak and do the same thing again. Then weave in the ends and trim. Now, I've already made one arm, and you're going to have to trust me on this. I've changed the pattern slightly because with Harry Potter it was the same thing. They just make it really difficult. They make the arm and the hand separate, and then you have to sew them together, and it makes it difficult because you don't want the white of the hand, the stitches of it, coming through. So I followed the pattern slightly, but then I did make some changes, and it's only going to be in your benefit if you've stuck with me this far. So with the green yarn, we are going to follow most of the arm instructions. So it asks us to use green yarn, round 1, 6 double crochet into a magic ring. So you know me by now, I'm going to do my version of a magic ring, and I'm going to do 6 single crochets into it. So slip knot onto hook and chain 2, 1 and 2. Then we're going to do 6 single crochets into the second chain from hook. So 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm going to move MG out the way and then zoom you in a bit. There we go. Round 2, increase 6 times. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets into every stitch around for 12 stitches. So 2 single crochets into all of these stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Now rounds 3 to 8, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for 6 rounds, double crochet into each stitch. So I'm going to single crochet into these 12 stitches for 6 rounds. So 6 rounds of single crochet. Now for round 9 it says double crochet 2, increase 4 times. So I'm going to single crochet 2 and then do 2 single crochets into the following stitch 4 times for a total of 16 stitches. But I'm only going to do this round in the front loop only. So earlier we worked in the back loop of our stitches, but now we're going to be working in the front loop. So the whole of this round is going to be done in the front loop. So I'm going to single crochet 2, 1 and 2. Then I'm going to do 2 single crochets into the next stitch for 3 and 4. Single crochet, 5 and 6. Increase in the next stitch for 7 and 8. Single crochet 9 and 10. Increase in the next stitch for 11 and 12. Then single crochet 13 and 14. Increase in the next stitch for 15 and 16. So round 10, which is the last round of our arm, it says double crochet 3, increase times 4. So I'm going to single crochet 3 and then do 2 single crochets into the following stitch 4 times for a total of 20 stitches. And I'm going to do this in both loops now. So I'm going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, increase in the next stitch for 4 and 5. Single crochet 6, 7, 8, increase in the next stitch for 9 and 10. Single crochet 11, 12, 13, increase in the next stitch for 14 and 15. Single crochet 16, 17 and 18. Then increase in the last stitch of this round for 19 and 20. Then slip stitch into the next stitch to join and fasten off. So that's the arm done. And now we're going to attach the hand directly to the arm. So if I bring in the peach that we used earlier, I am going to attach the peach in the back loops that are left from our rounds earlier. So when we single crocheted into the front loops, it meant we left the back loops exposed, if you can see them. So to attach the peach colour, I'm going to slip knot onto my hook, and then I'm going to insert my hook into the back loops left from previous round. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So there are 2 loops on my hook. I'm then going to yarn over and pull through both of these loops. So I have attached the peach yarn in the back loops. I'm now going to single crochet around all these back loops, so there'll be 12 stitches. So I've just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So we have 12 stitches in peach, and I'm going to single crochet around these 12 stitches for 3 more rows. So 3 more rounds of single crochet. I'm now going to stuff the arm. And I've got 1 round of decreases left. So we have 12 stitches and I want to decrease to 6. So I'm going to single crochet 2 stitches together 6 times. So I'm going to decrease for 1. Decrease for 2, decrease for 3, decrease for 4, decrease for 5 and decrease for 6. Then slip stitch to join. and fasten off. So what I want to do is close this hole. So I'm going to pop this yarn tail onto my embroidery needle. Then I'm going to pick up the 6 last stitches. Make sure to pick them up in order. You don't want to go from stitch 1 to stitch 4 and so on. So pick up the last 6 stitches in order. Then pull to close, and you can weave in this yarn tail. And there is the arm. And there's no sewing to do other than to sew the arm onto the doll. So I'm going to weave this tail in as well. So the last green tail, I'm going to weave that in. And now if I bring McGonagall back in, I can sew on her arm. So I'm going to use the tail from the beginning. So the initial tail at the beginning of the arm, I'm going to use that to sew it into place. So I'm going to hold the arm where I want it to be and then sew. So final thoughts, I think you already know, they're exactly the same as after I did the Harry Potter tutorial. I hate it. I don't think the dolls turn out looking good. The patterns are incorrect, the yarn's horrible. It's just there's not enough instructions, there's not enough photos to tell you what to do. And it gets to the point where you kind of just, you're finishing the doll on a wing and a prayer. So the hair, I still don't know what I was meant to do with the hair, but at least we got her finished, and she doesn't look great, but she's done, and that was the goal, to get her complete. So I really hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I still have Dumbledore and Luna to do, and I don't know whether I'm going to do them, so let me know if you have them patterns and if you need help with them, because these videos take days to film and then days to edit. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.